War of the Roses. 600 years of rivalry, history and valour. The White Rose and the Red Rose. Regional pride in a battle for national supremacy. Today, 2 points in the Challenge Cup group stage. In the 13 seasons of the Elite League, the Steelers haven't won the Challenge Cup. In 13 attempts in League, Cup and playoffs, Omar Pasha hasn't beaten the Sheffield Steelers. The Storm did get a win in last night's pre-season game, but the Steelers are back to a full set of imports tonight. Mustakov starts in goal, Saric, Ratchuk, Nelson are back in the squad, and Matthew Waugh returns from his injury layoff. It's a much changed Manchester side from last season, and they blew away the Steelers last night, but will that storm have died out as it passed over the Pennines today? Steelers working hard to get the puck back. You expect nothing left from the Steelers captain, but that's a nice touch of the stick from Trabuco. Sends the puck all the way down the ice. Saric has got to be careful here. Lost out, and again the Steelers get a stick in the way. There might still be an opportunity for the Storm. Looking for that good shooting lane, there it is, and Mustakov makes the save. Varley opens up for the wrister, and the right pad is down. Varley again trying to send it towards goal. Goes through quite a few sticks. Centred across, there's an opportunity, the Storm will score! Right on the doorstep, they've jammed it home for the opening goal.
Very opportunist goal there. I mean, there's some good pressure down in this end with the Steelers on a cycle, but you know, one little bad pass and a chip play out of the zone, and it's a race down the other end. Same thing, Roddy misses his man in front. Unfortunately, the puck goes past Moose in the net. He's sliding way across, and you know, a good finish on an open net, which should happen every time, shouldn't it?
Cody Cartier gets the goal. Oh, what an opportunity! And then a goal out of nowhere. Mustakov's taken completely by surprise, and the Storm have doubled their advantage.
This is what it was last night with the opportunities that the Storm had. They, you know, just a harmless-looking dump in around the glass, but you know, with the glass that's here in Sheffield, sometimes you get these funny bounces. Moose does a good job to get out of the way of it, but then you've got a follow-up going to the net, and he's got a wide open net and lifts it in. No one picks him up.
Sent in deep by Trabuco. Mustakov's trying to put that second goal out of his mind. He's a very experienced netminder. It was 6 years to the day since he made his debut. It was a Challenge Cup game. It was a 5-1 Steelers win against Cardiff. Drop pass. What a finish that is! Wow! Welcome back, Matthew Waugh.
A very good play coming out of your own end. You know, Phillips is a great little drop pass to Roy, and it's a similar sort of shot as what beat Brad Day yesterday, and on a 2-on-1 high to the glove side off the post. You know, Sheffield's going to be happy, obviously, to get back in the game 2-1 on a hard-working goal, which started with a great rush up the ice. And feeding the puck out wide to a defenseman coming up late, and then a nice little drop pass, and it's in the back of the net.
Still time for the Steelers on this power play. That was nearly a dangerous pass. Shot on the spin, goes wide short side. And it's squeezed underneath Clemente, and the Steelers have got a power play goal.
A great little pass from behind the net, a little behind your back, whoopsie sort of play from Bjorklund out to Roy, and it looks like it goes off Pasha Omar's skate there, and goes in the back of the net. I think he's looking up to the gods. He's saying, yeah, I went off my sort of skating in, but that's another one that Roy will take any day of the week sort of thing.
Straight through the middle goes Bjorklund. He tried to fish it across to Nelson, but that seemed like he had a route through the goal all himself.
A little bit of a set play off a neutral zone face-off. We've seen it before at GB level when they've done that. The men, we ended up getting a goal out of that. So it's something that the boys know in the back of their mind, that there's certain things that you can do in certain areas of the ice, and as long as your head's up, you can make those sort of plays.
Schultz with the active stick, gets it to Bjorklund. Assessing his options, backhand pass, Schultz again. And the opportunity, superbly taken! That's absolutely magnificent!
An absolutely fantastic little play. You see the work that Sheffield does in starting this, and that's a great little pass down through to Mosienko. But to be fair, that's a great finish from forehand to backhand, up over the stick side on the side. No chance to the netminder on that. But if you watch the neutral zone play there, there's some great movement. A great little play by Nielsen there. Again, forehand, backhand, forehand. You know, it changes the angle on the netminder, and the quick hands that Mosienko has, it puts it in the back of the net.
I believe it was Schultz playing that pass across, but we will away. The official call on the goal is still 21 from 81, so nothing for number 8 Jesse Schultz, but I'm sure that will get changed as things are looked at later. Look at this from Ratchuk all the way through. Oh, it's hit the post and it's been put in on the follow-up.
Mosienko again driving the net, but you know, Ratchuk is such an explosive skater, and he's got such great hands. If you look at some of the moves here, he totally addresses the players through the middle of the ice. Is what we said it with the speed of Sheffield. They're laying off too much in the neutral zone. That's a great shot going through, hard off the post to the stick side high again. But Mosienko gets position on Trevor Johnson again, and has an open net. So you look at the way the goals are coming now. The goals are coming now, and it looks like Manchester is taking a timeout.
Play that by Trabuco. Inside the fastest feed, there's a backhand chance and there's a goal! The Storm have got themselves back into this one. It bounced around and it worked out nicely. And it's Trabuco that knocked it over the line.
Again, it's a bit of an over back check by the Steelers players. You know, a fortunate rebound that Mustakov pushes back right into the middle of the ice.
Shooting chance and held by Mustakovs. On the Steelers' first goal in the first period, it was now reads Roy, assisted by Phillips and Ferrara. And the Steelers' go-ahead goal at 3-2. Now reads Mosienko, assisted Schultz and also Yorkland. So no assist for O'Connor as we thought. And we got a little bit of punching. Fitzgerald and Nielsen, it's the heavyweight battle that many were wanting. And here come the haymakers from Nielsen. And the response is the left from Fitzgerald. He wants to get his right involved. Look at these bombs.
The original there was Fitzgerald, came in on Earnhardt, and I don't know if Nielsen came in off the bench here, if we can see where it came from, but he was definitely not on the ice, so the officials have to pay attention to this. Fitzgerald obviously was on the ice, and there may be some extra plays, but yeah, some definite over-the-top haymakers. I think Fitzgerald couldn't find where his head was with all that hair flashing around.
Maybe enter Mosienko. The Steelers crowd is starting to get loud. They appreciate this work. Mosienko. Steelers switching it across. There's a Schultz trying to provide a screen, but the shot got deflected away well before then. Sent into the crease again, and Clemente is there. He had a little bit of a look around, but he had hold, and Schultz is getting tangled up with Johnson.
I think that started down in the corner, didn't it, with a little bit of, pushing and shoving from here we go.
Davian and Earhart.
This might not work out well for Earhart.
Look at these right hands from Davian. He's still got his helmet on. Earhart is down. Davian can't see a thing. He's got his shirt over his head. A great battle between Davian and Dallas Earhart.
A couple of big punches being thrown, and that one there lands on the side of the helmet, which is not going to feel very nice in the morning. But two big players going at it pretty strong here, and that all starts off with Trevor Johnson going in.
Steelers will send it deep. They want to make changes. They want to make sure they've got fresh players out on the ice. Oh wow, what a goal! Slap shot from nothing. It's an equaliser, 4-4.
An absolute cannon of a shot by was it Bissonnette that took it down the wing. But if you look at where Sheffield ends up putting their stick in the lane here, does this what beats Mustakov in net? It all starts from the end zone pass.
I can tell you that it is finished in Coventry. The Blaze have won against the Panthers by 3-1. Oh, should have been intercepted and wasn't. This is Prince trying to go around Mustakovs, and it bounced off the side of the goal and out into a dangerous area. Stormer at full strength. Oh, and the Steelers have scored! It'll be a short-handed goal out of nothing. They're back in front.
Levi Nelson just comes down, and like you say, from nothing, but I think if you look at where the defender is, he ends up using the defenseman as a screen here and snapping a low, hard shot, but Clemente is looking at himself, he's looking skyward going, oh, what happened there, I had that. And then you get Pasha doing the same thing, he just shot it between my legs. But again, that's sort of a goal scorer's goal, knowing where the positioning is of the defender and using him off as a screen. It's a very, very quick release.
5 seconds elapsed in that little passage of play. Fans are on their feet, and the Steelers will try and burst through straight from the face-off. Mosienko!
What a great effort by Tyler Mosienko. He had Manchester fooled that he was going back to the defenseman there off the face-off, and he just a little chip through, and then it was just that little hard, determined effort that he has.
What a game this has been. Clemente goes back in goal as we play out the final 10 seconds of this game. An unassisted goal, 4-on-4 into an empty net, and it means the Sheffield Steelers will be winners in their opening Challenge Cup group game. But what a game it was, as we have a little bit of a tangle in front of the benches.
You have Nielsen taking a late run at the Sheffield defender, but
so no surprise that the man of the match is Tyler Mosienko. His hat-trick last season against Cardiff was the 300th in Steelers history. It's the 301st in Steelers history has got them off to a fine start in the Challenge Cup.
It's one of those things that he's got the opportunity to be a game breaker, and he goes to the hard areas. For a little guy, he's very determined. He's not huge in stature, but I'll tell you, the effort's there, and he's going for his little lap of honor now. We'll wonder what he's going to do, but we'll see what it is in the end. Oh, a little bit of a little bit of Michael Jackson moonwalk and a little shoot the duck as well. So see if he's going to try it again. Here we go.
What a night it has been at the Sheffield Arena. The Steelers claiming victory by 6-4.
Paul, the first 2 points on the board in the Challenge Cup.
Yeah, that's the most important thing. I mean, we had to battle back. We went 2-0 down, and we're giving easy goals away at the moment, and that's something that we got to rectify. That's nothing again. I'm not, disrespecting Manchester. I thought they played a good road game tonight. But you know what? We come from 2-0 down, and we really kicked back in the second period, and I felt we really did. It was a 4-2 period, and we had opportunities then to go and score that 5th goal or maybe that 6th goal, and we didn't. And then in the 3rd period, we give up an odd man rush, and we're swinging in both end zones right now, and we got to stop and start. We wouldn't do that against Red Bull Salzburg, or we wouldn't do that against HV 71. And we have to learn to play against teams that will. We're looking to clog up the neutral zone, play a 1-4, play a little bit deep, and if we skate into them, turn over, they're going to hit us back, and they're going to jump 4 guys, 5 guys on the rush. And we've got a lot of new players that need to understand that as well. So I was pleased that the character of the team at 4-4 could have gone the other way. Levi Nelson grabs us by the scruff of the neck, scores a great 5th goal, and Mosienko, who was our best player today. He scored his hat-trick goal because he just outworked his centreman when they pulled their goalie on a 6-on-4. So, a lot of good things tonight, David. Real lot of good things, and the most important thing is the win. Matthew back in the lineup scores a brace for us as well. And was it a great game? It was good for the fans. From a coaching perspective, there's areas where we got to wise up and smarten up and give Manchester credit as well. They made it tough for us.
It's important that you got going, and Matthew got us going, and your 2 big goal scorers from last year were the 2 guys that turned up at the right time today. Yeah,
it was important. I mean, Mosey's first goal was a great pass by Schultze. Some quick, and we were skating there, and we were playing hard and quick transition, and we were looking to play the Steelers way then, and You know, that was our best part of the second period, the first 17, 18 minutes of the second period. You know, we took the game back. But good teams don't go away, and Manchester are a plucky side. I mean, a little bit bigger, grittier than they were last year. They're an honest team, and they play hard. I think they manage the puck on the back end better than they did last year, and they wouldn't go away. But I like the way that we closed the game out with a comeback win, and you like to see how your players react in certain situations, and that was pleasing.
Okay. The week ahead, you were without 5 or 6 guys last night. They came back and played. Will they practice next week? Because it's a big week to a big game against Salzburg.
Yeah, we had 4 or 5 guys didn't practice all week, so I thought we looked a little bit sluggish in areas, and that's due to that. But no, we'll hopefully Franzen will be back in the lineup. I like him a lot. I think he's very cool and calm, and he's had some back spasm problems, but I think we're over that now, so he should be back in the lineup next week. And we have a good week to prepare for our last Champions League game, and you know, we want to give a way better account of ourselves as we didn't do over in Salzburg. We let ourselves down, but you know, it's tough. I'm not just saying this. Well, we could have had 15 to 20 power plays tonight if it was called the way it is in the CHL, and it's just a little bit tough for us to know. You know, we're in the middle of that competition on what's called in our league, you know, but apparently the referees are being instructed that's the way it's going to be.
There's more leniency in our league, you mean, than there is perhaps
leniency, but if you're going to hold and tug and have sticks over gloves all the time, it's frustrating. It really is frustrating, and I'm not blaming anybody because I'm hearing that's the policy. So we're trying to play stick on puck and smart because we fell foul of that in the Champions League, and then today, you know, clutching and grabbing and hooking and holding was going on, and we feel with our style and the way we play, that's going to be a benefit for us because it'll get us back on the power play. But you know what? We came out with 2 points on the board in the Champions League. In the I'd like to say that as well, in the Challenge Cup, and the win's the most important thing.